Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us, this Sangean PR-D9W. This is an AM/FM stereo weather alert portable radio. You can find these selling on Amazon for right around $60. I'll have links below if you're interested. In this video, I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. I'll go over features of the radio. I'll do a little size comparison, and then I'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the D9W. It's been about 3 years since I've featured this on my channel, so I figured I'd take it back out and do some scanning of the medium wave because that's most fun. And yeah, so it's a neat little form factor. I like it. It's kind of like a book sized. So let's look at some features. Left hand side, we got the headphone jack for some awesome listening on FM stereo. So you get your stereo with the headphones. We have a DC input, 9 volts, half amp in. They supply the AC adapter when you buy this radio, which is fantastic because if you have nickel metal hydride batteries installed with the switch set to that setting, it will charge the batteries as well when you're plugged in. Going to the front of the radio, it's a white cabinet, as you can see, which I like. It's my favorite because it doesn't show the fingerprints as much. They're black and they're grays. They're horrible for fingerprint magnets. If you guys have a Sangean in those colors, you know what I'm talking about. 2¼ inch speaker, which decent audio, low tone on the AM band. Public alert, nice. A green button here is our power button with a sleep function. Now all these buttons are kind of rubber, silicone rubber. I'm not a fan of that. I wish these were hard plastic because sometimes when I'm pressing like the tuning button, it might trigger the My Favorites button, or if I'm over here tuning by accident, I might trigger the volume up. It's just what it is. These membrane style buttons aren't the best. I like a more clicky hard style. That's just me. Up here we have our LCD display, and we can turn a light on here. So we got different settings here. Brightens. There you go. Off, 1, 2, 3. So we have a clock showing when the radio is off, which is nice. And if you look over here, it shows the charge status and weather alert status here with a red LED. So it's charging, that red LED will be lit, and I think when it's done charging, the light goes out. So that's nice. So you have that. So looking at the buttons, we have a band button or step button. So if I hold this down, the step button, onto our step mode, it'll start flashing and I continue to hold. So for FM, you have a 200 kilohertz stepping, or we have a 100 kilohertz. Whoops, I'm in the wrong. There you go. So 100 kilohertz stepping or 200 kilohertz stepping. Okay, hit it again, goes to AM band, we got 10 kilohertz, and we go down to 9 if we want, but we'll keep it at 10. And then we could change our clock from 12 hour to 24 hours. So I'll leave it on 12 hour. Very nice. It goes, should go right back. There we go. So right now it's 10:53 AM Central Standard Time here, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA for the sake of the band scan. So weather alert's cool. We can press this. I think it's press and hold, excuse me. Maybe when the power's on. Yeah, okay. Turn the power on. Press and hold. And we should have
Burlington, Wisconsin reported
weather alert mode.
Reported 55.
There you
and
go.
Keeneland reported 58.
Turn this down.
Here are some observations.
Just showing you cool stuff. So weather alert has different modes. Press and hold again. I think it has an alarm mode here. So the red light comes on. And a little siren icon. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. And the cool thing is you can go to a different band and you can tune through the band and the alert's still active, which is nice. You definitely want the AC adapter hooked up if you're doing this. But yeah, it's cool. You can listen to the radio with the weather alert engaged. Nice. So I think I have to
Winds 5 to
go back to the weather alert
per hour.
band, turn that off. There we go.
Sunny.
All right, turn that off. Cool. It's kind of showing you what it can do. So yeah, display button. So display button is interesting because it always defaults back to the clock while you're tuning. So you hit the display so you can see what frequency you're on. And of course you can toggle FM stereo on or off, volume up and down. Our brightness control I was showing you, you have off, a low setting, a medium, and a high. Off, low. I mean, that low is really low. You can barely notice it in my video. So there you go. I'll leave it on high. Dual timer. So you have wake they call it humane wake system, which is good. A wake to buzzer or wake to radio, and you can control the threshold of how high it gets. That's a good thing. Over here we have a time set button by itself. We have memory set button by itself. What it does, you get 19 total presets on this radio. So what it does is it throws them all into this My Favorites category right here. And the memo is just to add them to the My Favorites. So you could have preset 1 could be an AM station, preset 2 could be an FM, 3 could be FM, 4 could be AM again, 5 could be AM. It's only allowing you to do AM or FM. It doesn't allow you to set weather alert or weather stations to this memo, which I wish it did. That'd be nice, have instant weather, but it's only for AM and FM, and it goes to the My Favorites button. So to access them, you hit My Favorites, and you can control which one you want to go with the tuning buttons. It's kind of handy. 19 presets is enough for most people, almost 10 per band, or all on one band or all on the other band, whatever you prefer. So there you go on the bottom, and then we're almost done here. We got lock switch, lock it down, and then, yeah, top of the radio we have our FM antenna and weather receiving antenna, of course, and this thing extends out pretty far. I think it's 27 inches. Yeah, amazing. Now, this thing isn't, if you have it extended really far out and then you have it like turned like this, the radio will flop over because this antenna is heavy. It'll actually flop the radio over. So careful how you position your antenna. You may have to stabilize the radio. Did notice that. On the back here, it does take 4 AA batteries, as you can see. There's a little switch in here to capture battery door. When I take the batteries out, I don't want to do that. I'll ruin my settings, but oh, I won't actually. It's got a super capacitor, they said. I got 3 minutes. That's right. There's a super capacitor in here. So as you can see, there's a switch, alkaline or nickel metal hydride. Right now it's in alkaline mode, but if you have rechargeable batteries installed, which they recommend, you'll be able to use your adapter and charge the batteries. So that's nice. So right now I got alkalines just for ease of this, but there you are. Awesome. Let's do a quick size comparison so we can start cruising this band here, daytime. So we always have CC Pocket in the house, AM FM weather alert radio in its own nice compact size. Beautiful, but for an antenna you have to hook up a wire to it, fortunately. CC Skywave, great little pocket radio, AM FM. This is Skywave 2, by the way. AM FM weather, air shortwave, of course, has FM stereo as well. Excellent on headphones, by the way. Great reception as well compared to the Sangean. Sangean may be just slightly better on FM. But there you are for size. And of course, you don't have those. We always have Iron Man. He is the man with the master plan. He loves Sangeans from Taiwan land. He's a radio man who can try to spin and turn and tune is faster than you can. He's trying. Speaker grills kind of holding him up. He's Iron Man. I love it. So yeah, Iron Man rocks. That's just a deck of cards, just so you get an idea. Boom. There you are. All right, great. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So we're going to start the bottom of the band. Shows our band we're on, our frequency, battery life indicator. If we wait, the time will show, unfortunately. I'm going to bring over a passive loop because this is daytime tuning, and passive loops always seem to help. I have a Terk Advantage. Right there, booyah, I love this thing, no batteries required, and it really makes a huge difference pulling in distant stations. On a small radio like this, you're going to want it, so I'm going to set it off the table so we don't skew any results of the average tuning. So we're going to go ahead and start tuning the radio up.
10% with the promo code WG.
Okay, so what I did there,
visit Forged Form.
So that's the problem with the membrane button. Sometimes it triggers the wrong button, so what I have to do is you have to hit the button towards the right side of the radio, so it doesn't do that. I forgot. I own this radio. Love it. Okay, this is our first station, 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, to the north. I turn it.
More than a moment. We can change that.
And we can receive the signal.
Learn how at belongingbegins
Internal antenna.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio refreshed. This is the Civic Media Radio Network.
Awesome.
Gram of sugar. If you suffer from high blood pressure around the holidays or whenever, give 120 Life a try. It's a fantastic.
560 WIND Chicago, the answer. Local station, of course.
That's 120life.com. Use coupon. You don't want to miss that.
Man.
From all of us at 56.
Gotta hit the edge. This is the one thing I hate about them putting that button too close to the tuning buttons, but It's still a cool radio. Still does quite a bit. I'm happy with it. I've used my favorites all the time. That's no big deal. All right, next one.
Where it came from and how it's influenced
580.
the American menu beyond our region.
Nice.
Plus, we'll hear about some of your
That's
favorite
coming in
dishes.
clear. That's WILL, Urbana, Illinois. That's 150 miles south, an NPR station.
Production of Illinois Public Media, airing on WILL in Urbana, WUIS in Springfield, WGLT in Normal, WCBU in Peoria, WNIJ in DeKalb, WVIK in the Quad Cities, and WSIU in Carbondale. But first, the news.
Nice. 11 o'clock, top of the hour.
News. Once the bank and the lender got that information,
Here's 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
because of the disclaimers,
It's 140 miles to the east. We'll bring a loop in. Make that sound nicer.
Today has an unusual vision when it comes to real estate. Rough Monday for commuters in Southern California with a section of I-10, the Santa Monica Freeway, closed because of a
Nice.
weekend fire with transportation.
And suspects trying to break into a vehicle.
Just before midnight last night.
So 600 here is WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west. Terk.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. Former President Trump's older sister has died. Marianne Trump Berry was a retired federal judge. She was 86. America is
So there you
listening
go.
to Fox News.
Nice.
Don't let everyday
Okay, I gotta tune pretty quick here. And I gotta hit it from here. That's funny, because if I go over here,
Donald Trump Jr.
it might trigger.
to hear from one of former President Trump's tax attorneys, Sherry Dillon. We're also going
It might trigger out my favorites. That's funny. 620 WTMJ in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is to the north. Yeah, comes in clear when you turn it to the right direction.
The judge did not buy it, allowed the defense experts.
Lawmakers scrambling to avoid a possible government shutdown ahead of Friday's looming deadline.
There you go.
House Speaker Mike
Keep going.
could have faced up to 60 years behind
So here we got 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, the Black Information Network.
He held Acevedo in a chokehold at a house party 3 years ago, claiming that Acevedo stole from him and punched a man. Community groups gathered near a mural of Acevedo, calling the trial a miscarriage of justice.
Not something I listen to because they don't really, nothing really important to me on there.
Contact events, there were a lot of things that happened. What did the new rules...
They're always talking about crime, which I don't know. That's what most stations do anyway, I guess. 670 the score, except for sports stations. WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs. As you can see, it's memory one and my favorites.
Be the face of a franchise,
There
but
you go.
yes, the game is faster now than it ever has been, and there's just a lot more decisions that need to be made in a very much smaller piece of time.
Okay, so next station's going to be 720.
Of military to military ties.
A new public health commissioner has been appointed for Chicago.
Dr. Simbo Egan.
So WGN Chicago, 720, and you can see it's preset 2.
Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. She previously served as an assistant commissioner at the New York Department of Health and Mental Hygiene.
288-3986. I have several angel stories I can share, but I don't.
750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana, a Catholic radio station.
My story, so I really need to hear the details of yours.
Gonna go a little quicker. Oh, I'm going down. Wow, this is pushing it. This is WJR Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles to the east. Now, you can expect ground wave during the daytime on medium wave to travel about 300 miles max. And I can hear it. So we're going to bring the loop to get some extra pulling power. Turn up the volume. It's about as good as I can get it without having any kind of bandwidth filter or any kind of 1 kHz tuning. But you can make it out. That's pretty awesome. Sun's been up for about 4 hours if you're curious. Let's turn that volume down, otherwise we're going to hit a loud station, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, WBBM.
BBMNewsRadio.com.
11:05 Monday, November 13th.
So there you go, WBBM Chicago. Yeah, they do the old time radio Monday through Friday nights, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can tune in from your area. It's awesome.
Nice and mild the rest of the day, with a whole lot of sun, a high of 65 degrees, and then clear skies tonight, lows of 28, 40 at the lakefront.
My favorites kicked in because it got too close.
America.org, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The Rick Smith Show, live weeknights from 8 to 10 p.m. Look at what's happening.
WCPT.
On WCPT 820. Everyone is talking about it.
There you go. It's a left-wing station.
To a kitchen fire.
Oh, come on. So if you do a lot of tuning with this radio, you may not be happy with it jumping to my favorites like that. So this here is a music station I can't hover on. 860 WNOV, Milwaukee, Wisconsin to the north. Low power station. I think it's under 300 watts or under 400 watts. Not bad. Picking it up 60 miles away. Turn it here. You won't hear it. Okay, next station. This is WKR East Lansing, Michigan, 200 miles to the east. I can just make it out. This one's always a hard one to pull in. Bring the loop back in. Just make out a speaker. If you had headphones on, you'd probably be able to hear it. Okay, let's keep going.
All weekend updates. I can't believe I'm even here today.
So here's WLS, Chicago, Illinois.
Liver detoxification. Anyone have a bottle of milk thistle? I'm kidding.
High-pitched whine coming from the camera. I'm going quicker here because we have to.
Because I don't even know what the spreads are going to be.
WOKY, Big Badger, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Every damn chance I get. Why? Because they haven't proven me wrong.
It's nice, Patrick, to be able to talk to a normal adult.
WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
Status. I don't know about the normal thing. I got to say, one of the things that struck me as you were saying.
We got music on WFAW. Can't hover on that. Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. That's pretty cool. It comes in fairly decent during the day. Usually need a loop to make it stronger, but in the evening it really shines, which I like.
Well, my guess is that's what happened anyway, and so the Lord was certainly speaking to you. Even
950 is WNTD Chicago, sister station to 930, Relevant Radio.
Right? Is growing in our practice of prayer and helping.
You got to hit it right on the edge. It's funny, isn't it?
Including checking email, browsing the web, and one of the most common
970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Really socially engineer or attack individuals is through links in email, links in text.
He's from Southern California. He actually grew up right near Bryce Young, and the two of them have known each other for a very long time.
WMVP, Chicago, ESPN. As you can see, it's my memory 4 right there in my favorites. So that's pretty cool.
And I'm hearing more and more whispers that the Texans were the one.
Music on WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
You will hear a few reports saying that, but it doesn't clearly paint the picture.
Okay, here's WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
So, as the AP and others have said, you know, Israel, they're driving up.
Okay, the music here is WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles to the east.
The Falcons lost with the
WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin, 1070. I listen to the station quite a bit.
It was just probably silly. It was unprincipled. I'm like.
Music here, WNWI, Oaklawn, Illinois. Okay, hopefully it's not copyrighted. We'll find out.
No tengo ocupaciones, pero mi compromiso con el Señor.
All right, 1110 is WXCS Chicago.
El balance, ¿no? O sea, tampoco podemos dejar a la familia, que es un ministerio muy importante que Dios te da, por solo pasarte la iglesia, porque entonces tu...
Right. On the debate stage, Tim Scott of South Carolina. Let's hear what he has to say about how, well, it's not his time. Play 2.
WISN Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Traveling this country, meeting people, has been one of the most fantastic experiences of my entire life.
That was another thing, like, because of the poor drainage.
Got my favorites thing. It's too close.
And your prayers are having a powerful effect in all of our efforts. Let me say something about that. This is the ACLG.
1160 is WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago, Illinois. Usually they have programs all through the morning. This is some kind of lawyer program or something.
We need your prayers, folks. Let me tell you, we had a week of meetings, and it was George.
Okay, we got the Squirrel, WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois, or the Q they call it now. I always call it the Squirrel still because that's me. Squirrels on my radio, yeah! Of course you guys like that little squirrel icon. Good music, love it.
Los errores con el balón fueron 16
WRTO, Chicago.
Buenos para 25 puntos de los Bulls. Y para...
Le faltaron 4 piezas importantes a las Chivas.
WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
A ver, ¿cómo estuvo? No, yo creo...
The same hole physically. Some of the trust it might be. Who knows? I had a customer just the other day.
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin, an agro station. If you need to know how to farm, this is the place to go on the dial. So let's see if we can boost it.
But look at how good you look, you know? Yeah.
Helps a little bit.
Probably that's what saved you, dragging that hose around. We'll have to remember that. Yeah. Okay, well, that was Ken Lean and Dick Rudisil ran that company for a while, and then Vicki Brown after that.
WSBC, Chicago. WSSP, Milwaukee.
Matt, the Ticonderoga, Patricia, is your OC for a year, along with Joe, the leader of men, Judge, as your quarterback coach. And you've got little to no talent around you. I'm not trying to make an excuse for Mac. I'm not. I mean, he's got to own this. I'm just saying that his failure...
Country music, WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles in northwest. Nice.
Morning and into the early afternoon as we restock our bins and have another
WBIG, the big radio shopping show.
Today. Phone lines are open. You're welcome to spare call, and if you want
Get your cordless phones out.
Restock deals again. Every Monday is when we restock our bins. So anything that we may have been sold out of last week, we should have available for you this week, including some of those great hotels. Your favorite sit-down dining restaurants.
Yeah, we ran out of vouchers. Yeah, right. It's such a scam. It's like, it's so boring to listen to. All it is like, here, shop for a coupon off your favorite restaurant, or not. You know, one of those things. All right, keep going. Nothing cool like buy a radio off a radio. That'd be awesome. That'd be a winner. Just picking up a hint of WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin, known as Fonz FM. I can't pick up the FM station, but I get the AM station. That came in really faint. Not sure if the mic picked that up, but they gave the frequencies for FM and said Fonz FM. It's hilarious. All right, cool. Yeah, because I can hardly pick that up with most radios. 1300 off the air. I think this was happening before. Yeah, I wasn't picking up anything.
You've got Trump that's flatlined. You've got DeSantis that's falling in the polls, and we continue to go up.
It's coming in strong. WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. About 72 miles to the northwest.
On this Nikki Haley analysis, but clearly
picking up my pace here.
Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code HERS. The crown is
WNTA, Rockford.
Gambler in New York. Call
West.
878 Open Wire. Text Open Y 467-369. In West Virginia, visit 1-800.
Music on WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. College Town Music. I don't know if the college kids are listening to this. Probably the old farts, but you know, it's okay to be an old fart. I'm getting there. Yes, I laugh at my own jokes. I laugh at everything that's funny. It's good to have some humor in your life. You know, if you don't have any humor, then why bother, right? WBL, South Beloit, Illinois. More music. It's awesome. Can't hover, but awesome.
Temperatures begin to drop and the kids are back in school. Now is the time to ensure you and your family stay
1390 WGRB, Gospel Radio, Chicago. Now, the cool thing about Sangeans, they have great selectivity. So if you're looking for a nice DXing radio, you can't go wrong with most Sangean radios. They do a fantastic job on medium wave, all the way up to the big boys like the DR15, the D15. That's a fantastic radio for long distance listening with a 200 millimeter ferrite in there, or even like this one or your D19. That's also a good one. So, all right.
We'll install them for free. See better and drive safer with O'Reilly Auto Parts. An NLCS appearance.
Oh yeah, yeah. My favorites. Too close to the. What if I go up here? Maybe up here. I'll keep away. Here we go. WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin, to the west.
You've got more people moving to a community, and you already don't have enough of a certain type of housing, and so that can be a little bit of a different dynamic than a community like.
479-31-1410 is the number to call, and I can probably tell her. I'll move on here with some of the other things that we have. Like we mentioned that we had country donuts in stock. If you're interested in grabbing some donuts. We've got
who doesn't, dude?
Well. Elgin Master Corral, they're coming up.
WRMN, Elgin, Illinois, radio shopping show. Grab your cordless phones. Dual dial. Get in there. Don't miss out.
$20 certificate to right downtown East Dundee, where you go on and you can sip different.
Fun. That's barely coming in. This is WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. I don't know if I have time for the loop, but what the heck. About as clear as I'm going to get it. Nothing great. Next. Rockford, Illinois, WROK. That's a cool call letters. Rock. It'd be cool if I had rock music. Come on, guys. That is not picking it up. WRLL. Cicero. Okay, keep going. A hint of WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. Hint of music. It improves to the north. There you go. $14.70. Yeah, probably a Southern Illinois station. Barely picking it up. Iron Country, 1490 WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Yeah, good station. I like it. WPJX, Zion, Illinois. Usually got rock and roll on here, and they got headbanging music. If you're a long-haired guy and you like to bang your head, then you got the station right here on the AM band. Rebel Radio. Sweet.
Okay. 65 degrees, clear tonight.
Come on. Almost through. WPTT, Hartford, Wisconsin, just barely coming in.
The S&P 5.
Okay, that button's driving me nuts. WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin.
Story coming up at...
Country station on 1570. I'll put a pop-up here. I don't have it on my list, which I gotta put it on there. I've been picking it up lately.
Have been really clear that they're telling me not now, Tim.
Watertown, Wisconsin, WTTN.
설명하고 있습니다. 그 아들들이 자기 생일이면
WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
그 누이 셋도 청하여 함께 먹고 마시면
Traffic Advisory Radio for Lake County, Illinois.
Southbound on Club Road from ILO 142 to Dug Out Drive is 3 minutes. Eastbound here, Field Road from ILO 43 to Union Pacific is 5 minutes.
Nice.
Huge influence, especially early on in life and in setting the example for
WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
From our teachers, from our peers.
Catholic Radio.
Mentioning Father, lots of influence.
Quite a few of those.
Is the Drowsy Lads, and they're really good. Really good. But, yeah, boy.
WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin, The Zone.
We're going to be in March, on March 10th, and then...
To continue to tell our story. All righty, then. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here. I'll get to all your calls when we come back.
Barry Small will take your call at 591-1690. It's Barry Small and Midday Madness on the Talk of Chicago. 1690 WBON.
There you go. Got the call letters and everything. So cool. 1690 WBON Chicago. Let's go ahead and turn it off and yeah, do final thoughts on this. So not bad. I enjoy it. The only thing I don't enjoy is hitting these buttons and then the My Favorites kick in. It's annoying, but you just tap My Favorites and it turns it off right away. Not a big deal. Most people, I don't know if you're like continually up and down tuning. If you are, you might want a different radio. But if you're just in there for the presets and your favorite stations, this radio will work fine with the weather alert, charging the batteries, small compact, different light settings, dual alarms. It's an awesome radio. So give me a like if you like the radio and you like the video, if it gives you an idea what this radio can do. 2, if you like Sangean radio reviews, comparisons, band scans, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of more of these. I definitely will be showcasing more. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the PR-D9W. Do you have one? Do you like it? Will you pass because of what you noticed with my button pressing? I don't think it did it when I first got it. So it might develop over time and it could get worse. Who knows? Hit this button and it might turn the radio off. That would be a bummer, but it's way up here, so I don't hope it's not an issue. I just have a feeling it's just going to keep triggering the My Favorites and the volume. That's the 2 I noticed it would trigger, unfortunately. But let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.